The neon glow of Brooklyn pulsed around him, a deceptive calm masking the chaos he just navigated. Miles Morales, clad in his familiar suit, paused atop a water tower, the cold wind a welcome, biting relief against his skin. He'd been at it for hours now, not just a single skirmish, but a relentless series of interventions. A collapsing building, a high-speed chase across the rooftops, then a drawn-out battle with a surprisingly agile group of tech-enhanced thugs in the subway tunnels below. His muscles thrummed, yes, but not with the incapacitating ache an ordinary human would feel after such an ordeal. There was a deep hum of exertion, a profound tiredness, but no collapse. He could still think clearly, still move with precision, still swing back into the fray if needed. This wasn't just willpower, this was something more, a fundamental aspect of his very being. What allows Miles to endure such punishing demands, to push past the limits that would cripple even the most highly trained athlete? It's a foundational, yet often understated aspect of his incredible abilities, his superhuman stamina. When we talk about Miles Morales' superhuman stamina, we're not simply talking about being able to run a long race. We're describing an inherent physiological advantage that allows him to exert himself physically for several hours, not minutes, but hours, before truly feeling the debilitating effects of fatigue. Imagine a marathon runner, but instead of just running, they're constantly fighting, swinging, dodging, and lifting. His advanced musculature, unlike that of an ordinary human, is remarkably efficient. It produces significantly fewer fatigue toxins, those lactic acid buildups that scream for you to stop, to rest, to give up. This biological edge means Miles isn't just strong, he is extraordinarily tenacious and enduring, especially in prolonged battles. This remarkable endurance isn't merely a bonus, it's a key asset, a cornerstone in his demanding life as Spider-Man. Consider the typical night for Spider-Man. It's rarely just one villain, one fight. It's a symphony of crises, a mugging in Queens, a car chase in Manhattan, a fire in Harlem, all within the span of a few hours. For Miles, with his enhanced senses constantly picking up distress signals, this often translates into an almost continuous state of activity. His stamina means he can respond to that relentless drumbeat of danger, not just for an hour or two, but throughout the entire night, until the first rays of dawn begin to creep over the city skyline. Think about the nature of his combat. Miles often faces foes with immense power or overwhelming numbers. He can't always rely on a single knockout punch. Sometimes his greatest weapon is simply his ability to outlast, to wear down an opponent who, despite their strength, lacks his staying power. He can keep dodging, keep weaving, keep striking, waiting for the precise moment when his adversary finally falters from exhaustion. This isn't just about physical resilience, it's also a deeply psychological weapon, both for Miles and against his opponents. And what does this feel like for Miles? It's not that he feels nothing. He feels the strain, the ache, the profound weariness that comes from pushing the human body beyond its perceived limits. But there's a crucial difference. His body responds differently. Instead of shutting down, it keeps finding new reserves. This allows him the luxury of not needing to conserve energy in the same way, to go full throttle, knowing his recovery will be quicker, his endurance greater. It's a fundamental part of his confidence in chaotic situations, an unwavering internal certainty that he can go the distance. There was a memorable instance where Miles found himself caught in the middle of a city-wide power surge triggered by a desperate supervillain. The villain's plan involved drawing all power from the grid into a single devastating device, threatening to black out and potentially damage an entire borough. Miles had to disable multiple power conduits across disparate locations, each guarded by the villain's increasingly aggressive drones and henchmen, all while the clock was ticking down. This wasn't a sprint, it was a multi-stage marathon of combat and acrobatics, a test of pure, unyielding perseverance. He traversed miles of rooftops, swung through countless alleyways, fought hand-to-hand with a dozen different combatants, all without a single substantial break. Any other hero might have been forced to retreat, to rest, to re-strategize, to call for backup that might not have arrived in time. But Miles, drawing on that deep well of stamina, kept moving. He used his Venom Blast when he had to, but primarily it was his persistent physical presence, his ability to simply be there and keep fighting, that saved the day. He exhausted the villain's resources, dismantled the conduits one by one, and ultimately disabled the device just moments before catastrophe. All because he could literally keep going when everyone else would have collapsed. This isn't just a physical trait, it speaks to his character. His unwillingness to quit, his profound sense of responsibility are physically manifested in his stamina. It's the engine that fuels his indefinable spirit, the silent power behind his promise to protect. Miles Morales' superhuman stamina is more than just a power. It's the quiet engine that allows him to fulfill his demanding role as Spider-Man. It ensures he can be the last one standing, the one who doesn't give up, the one who can endure the relentless onslaught of being a protector of an entire city. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the greatest strength isn't just in the punch you can throw, but in the endurance to stay in the fight, no matter how long it lasts, no matter how tired you become. It's the silent, steady heartbeat of a true hero. We've explored just one fascinating facet of Miles Morales' incredible abilities today. What aspects of his powers or his journey do you find most compelling? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this thoughtful dive into the world of superheroes, please consider subscribing or following for more discussions like this. Your engagement truly helps us continue these explorations. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep exploring the extraordinary.